Hey folks, Species 7 here, and by the clucking of the chickens you can tell we're back in Farming Simulator 2013, and we are on the old family farm map once again. So, welcome back, hope you're all doing well. And when last episode, I believe, I always end up in the cornfield. I have no idea how I even found the other fields. All things considered. Yeah, scary cornfields. There we go. Yeah, last time around we came out here and we managed to take down a couple of fields of canola. And I do believe we emptied this guy out. Let's quickly hop in. Light her up. It is empty. Good. So, I don't know how many fields... Well, I guess since these three are sort of all chunked together, I'll quickly pop this one down. And then, before we go too much further with removing more crops, I think I'll cultivate the ones that are behind us. And get us caught up a little bit. And let's get in here and see what we're doing. There we go. So each morning as I have my cup of coffee ready, I come in and I turn on my computer, and like a lot of people, I'm greeted by my home page. Well, once you log in and satisfy all the demands of Windows, you're greeted with your home page, and there's a young fella in a suit and caption underneath it, Trudeau and doing well with politics, and kind of had to bring a smile to my face, because as some of you have probably sussed that watch my videos, I'm not exactly a young guy. You know, I'm a few years past 50 now, but I saw Mr. Trudeau, this particular young fella that was in the picture this morning, wrapped up in a little tiny blanket, making his first public appearance. I grew up in Ottawa, Ontario, where of course Canada's seat of government is, and yeah, was maybe 100 feet away from the young baby in his mom's arms as she smiled for the cameras and got her first public appearances with the Trudeau's new baby underway. So that was kind of neat. And then I see he has chosen to follow in his father's footsteps. And my opinion, and I'm not going to get really political because, hey, to each their own, right? But I'm kind of glad to see him do it, you know. I may not have my opinion shared by that many, at least in this country, but I know that worldwide, if you, you know, bring up the topic of Pierre Elliott Trudeau, people tend to think first what an intelligent man he was and what a great orator, you know. And that goes through their head before the fact that he liked to do things like give the press the finger every once in a while and that sort of thing, which probably didn't net him the best reputation. I mean, like I say, politics aside, just personality alone, you know, when foreign countries and first thoughts about the leader of your country is, you know, a really intelligent, good leader, you know, no matter whether his policies are agreed with or not, it's nice to know you have somebody that isn't, you know, asleep at the switch, actually at the switch. So yeah, I don't know much about his son other than he seems like a fairly honest fella. At least he admitted to inhaling. You know, let's face it, none of us ever lit it up if we didn't plan on at least inhaling once. Whoa, this guy stopped sudden. You know, so we'll see how he does. But, alright, so he's completely full. This time we will swing the pipe into its full outright position. Very nice. Such a beautiful little piece of countryside. We don't really want to leave all our gear running and spewing smoke and God knows what else into the air. I often feel a little bit kind of sorry for the younger folk that are growing up now, because I've lived in a few places now where you know, you realize that we haven't exactly been kind to the world that we live in. You know, little town that I currently live in. I mean, it is a mill town by you know, that's what gave it its life on this planet. Basically, is you know, it had a mill to support it. So we're gonna sneak in under the trees here. So it has contributed its share of being a nasty little place. But by the same token, that mill hasn't worked at peak capacity for quite a few years, so it has cleaned up a lot. But I've left here to either go live other places or even sometimes just visit other places. And for those of you familiar with Canada's west coast, places like Surrey, BC and such, where if you're from a place like this where the air is pretty good, you go down there and you spend your first 4 or 5 days thinking somebody's laying on your chest, you know. And it's absolutely and 100% only because they have 1 billion more cars than we do here. So, you know, but I see the same things here that I saw down there. You know, you'll see some big old Ford heavy-duty truck or something go whistling by you, and there's some guy at the wheel or some woman at the wheel and nobody else in the entire damn truck. You know, it's just, you know, and you can tell by the fact that there isn't so much as a single scratch in the paint or anything else, that it's not like they actually needed a heavy-duty work truck. You know, the box you could eat your lunch off the floor of, it hasn't had tools and stuff bounced in and out of it like real work trucks, like some of the loggers and stuff that I know up here. I mean, good lord, you want to change your clothes after you've ridden in the cab of the truck, leave alone if you actually had to look in the box. But I mean, you know, they're actually up in the bush, and if you didn't have a truck like that, you wouldn't bloody well work for a living. But no, and then you'll see another dozen of these things go by you, and you're, you know, half a block walk to the mall, but has 15,000 of them parked there. So, yeah, it's not a wonder. It's not a wonder. So as time's gone on, and get a little more appreciative of that sort of thing. You know, so as I say, I feel kind of sad that, like so many other things we've done in this world, that we didn't realize till it was darn near too late just what a crappy job we were actually doing. You know, I can't, I wouldn't be able to even come up with a rough number of the products I could think of that between my childhood and now have been pulled off of shelves that people thought were just fine, you know, and different things that have been, you know, just outright banned by governments around the world and stuff universally, like PCBs and stuff. Just, you know, when they used to go by our house on the base there as a kid in these big trucks in the summertime because the mosquitoes were so bad, and they were spraying DDT, right? I mean, you know, it makes you cringe now to think about it, but yeah, like I say, that seems to be our lot in life, is that we sometimes, just far too often, some of these sometimes occur too, I think, you know, find out that what seemed like such a good idea, boy, it was just not perhaps the brightest thing to cross our plates. So. You know, and you hear some things and you think, well, yeah, that's just an urban legend, you know, and you look into it, and, you know, like, back in the days of all the atomic testing, there was a plan put into place where they wanted to test a really, really deep drop nuke. And I didn't put the pipe out on that harvester again, did I? So they were going to stuff a nuke down the San Andreas Fault and later on. You know, yeah. So I guess there are worse things than spraying DDT on your children. Luckily, that was one of those deals where the funding kind of went south on them before they got to become real idiots and actually do such a dumb thing. But, you know, it wasn't for want of trying or somebody thinking, hey, that's a good idea. You know, because, I mean, let's face it, if it'll rip the continent in half, then maybe that's something we can use against our enemies. Well, yeah, if it works and it rips the continent in half that you're living on, who cares if you have enemies, dummy? You know, or that thing they supposedly fired off up in Alaska that tore a hole through the ozone and all of that. Tesla beam, or whatever they wanted to call it at the time. It makes you wonder how much of that stuff is real, but, you know, I think only the truly blind can still cling to phrases like, nah, global warming's a scam. Yeah. Go tell a polar bear that global warming is a scam. You can knock your head right into next week. So this field seems to be taking a little longer. It's, I wonder if this is like a learning curve. They start you on a little tiny postage stamp of a field. The next one's just enough of a size larger that you don't really notice the difference. And then by the time you get to the third field, you're like, okay, I've already emptied this twice. Seems to me the first field we questioned whether, and we came shy, like, you know, 4 plants after we'd filled the cultivator, the harvester. So, oh well, that's alright. It's going to take a little bit longer than I thought. So, that's okay. We're only a couple of rows from finished. Yeah, I haven't quite figured what I want to do so far as picking up this straw that's here. Oh, I think I've got one of them little Buckner forage trucks. That's right. That's what we're gonna do. You guys have seen me use those in some of my other series. They're not a mod, they actually come from Giants. They were in that old time pack that they gave everybody as a free download. So, which is really cool. It's actually quite a nice little pack, and you're going to see that we will be using some of it on this farm. Because as nice as a pack as it was, the one problem I always had with it is even Giant's own map. Oh no, I left it running again. I'm such a goof. Even Giant's own map, even Hagenstead, it's a little bit on the large side, unless you only planned on doing a couple of fields. I'm just not doing well. I don't know why I'm so zoomed out here. That's what the problem is. I've got the camera so far away, I have no idea where the tip of that thing is. There we go. Perfect. I don't know, but it's just the depth of the trailer, or if they've actually got 2 different textures for these 2 trailers. I think that's what it actually is. I think they are different textures. Huh. Oh well, because we know they're the same crop. They came off the same field. Let's go and dump this out. And then we'll put our harvester away. And I think I will start cultivating a field, and we'll probably call her an episode. Yeah, there's the little Buckner wagons. I might even have 2 of them. One for grass and one for Oops. Well, I didn't think that was the wagon was going to dump. Well, I guess they must have an awfully big hitbox for dumping here. There we go, at least that one dumped in the right direction. I hope they both counted. Because the auger didn't start up until I actually dumped the truck. That's kind of worrisome. There we go. Alright. So let's just shut him off there, shall we? Yeah, that's a nice little combination. I like that. That's going to work well for what we're doing. Now, what have we got? See, I think we'll use this unit for cutting the corn down. I know it works for grass and chaff. Like you can cut grass as either grass or chaff, but I think it'll also take corn. There's our cultivator. Perfect. Perfect, he says. Perfect. So, let's go and grab us a tractor. Tractor. Where the heck did I leave my tractors? Here we are. And yeah, I think we'll go with you, little Schluter. Out you go. Perfect. So, what did we want? We wanted a cultivator. Oh, I can't drive through that. I just know I'll get wedged under that roof. And right under the middle. Ha ha. Pretty brave even for a chicken. So yeah, with that Unimog and that little gravity trailer, I think we can use the other trailer right there on the side just for hauling in our sellables. So, oh. I must have backed up a little too far. Yeah, there we go. Alright, good size cultivator. It looks like a neat one. Let's get it up off the ground though till we get to where we're going. There. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And we'll start down here. Unfold it. Probably should have picked a little bit different corner because this tree is going to make it awkward. So, we could always go past the tree. There we go. Let's lower it down. Ooh, very nice. And set off upon our way. Well, I guess cruise control 2 it seems happy with. Very nice. So yeah, I think I will cultivate up these 3 fields before I go any further with that end of things, guys. But I think for now, I'm going to call her an episode. Oops. I could have gone a little wider on that. So, this has been Species 7. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please leave a comment. Leave a like if you like. If you're not a subscriber, it'd be great if you were. And, well, nothing else. Until the next time, take care of each other, folks. And ciao for now.